Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we are here talking about our own health and safety. Since there is a shortage of instant hand sanitizers, we thought it would be a good idea and a good time to share with you our homemade hand sanitizer. Now the CDC explains that any product labeled as a hand sanitizer has to have 60% alcohol content to it. That's a lot of alcohol to put on the hands of little people. 2 of my children have seasonal eczema on their hands, and they cannot stand the feeling of alcohol on them because it just burns like crazy. And they hate to use commercial hand sanitizers. Now, after years of trying different homemade hand sanitizers, I thought this was a good simple one to share with you. The first one I'm going to share with you is a basic, easy to do at home hand sanitizer. And you can use your basic store-bought aloe vera gel. Now we always have aloe vera gel on hand for sunburns during the summertime, but I found you can also use vitamin E gel, and this is a lot lighter scent than some. Now keep in mind that aloe and vitamin E gels contain no alcohol. This is just being used as a distribution agent for all the other products that we're adding. Now it's recommended that anytime you can, wash your hands to a song like Happy Birthday. We sing the alphabet when we wash our hands, and we get the funniest looks when we're out in public washing our hands. But everybody thinks it's cute, and it's a good way for the kids to learn their alphabet. But when we can't wash our hands for 30 seconds, sometimes even longer in today's situations, it's good to have a hand sanitizer on the ready. In our family, when anybody gets back to the car, we all clean our hands before we even touch the steering wheel. And it's always good to have a handful of disinfectant wipes on hand in the car so that you can wipe down the door handles, the steering wheel, the radio controls, even your phone. So the first recipe is real simple, and it's the equivalent of washing your hands for 30 seconds. I'm using my base 1/2 cup of vitamin E gel. You can use aloe if you prefer. And we're just adding some simple essential oils. In what's going on in the world today, do a little research, find out what essential oil scents you like, and keeping in mind that most essential oils have antibacterial properties. So adding to our 1/2 cup of gel, we're adding 20 drops of essential oil. Today for a variety, I'm using cinnamon and lemon. I'm going to add 10 drops of eucalyptus. And for an extra kick, I'm adding a little bit of tea tree oil because I know that is my go-to for my bathroom and all my general cleaning. We're just going to mix this together. It's real simple, it's real easy, and it's done. Now, I don't recommend using aloe directly from a plant because it's not shelf stable. So it just won't last you very long. Now we can just transfer this to an old shampoo bottle or a travel size container and we're all set. The lemon and the cinnamon really help to balance out the smell of the eucalyptus and the tea tree oil, and it's very pleasant. Okay, for recipe number 2, I'm going to use up some leftover aloe after sun gel that we've already had on hand. Now I'm doubling the recipe this time, and I'm starting with 1/2 cup of aloe, 2 tablespoons of distilled water. We're going to do a teaspoon of glycerin, trying not to spill it. And again, we're going to add the essential oil drops. We're going to add about 40 for this size because I'm doubling my recipe. I really like the scent combination of the last one, so we're going to stick with that. Now we're just gonna mix this up. It turns a little bit of a milky color. It's definitely thickening up a little bit because of the oils. And if you're not happy with your finished scent, you can add any other oils just for the smell of it. Okay, so for our third and final recipe, we're getting to the hard stuff. Since the CDC recommends that any hand sanitizer consists of 60% alcohol, we're pulling out the 70% alcohol. Now, because alcohol can be irritating to the skin, you may not want to use this on the little ones, but it meets that CDC requirement for 60%. Now, I saved this recipe for last also because we're using the very last of our aloe gel. We have about 4 tablespoons of aloe gel left total. So I've got 1 1/3 cup of alcohol here to our 4 tablespoons of aloe. And we're going to add 40 drops of essential oil. Now this time I'm doing a combination of tea tree oil and lavender. Because we've cloth diapered our children, these are all essential oils I've always had on hand. I've always added this combination to our diaper pail to help subdue any bacteria growth and to sanitize our baby wipes before they even got to the washing machine. Now, because this one has liquid alcohol in it, it is a lot thinner. So just remember to expect that when you squeeze it out onto your hands. A little bit goes a long ways. Now just keep in mind, if you're using different strength alcohol, that you need to adjust your ratios of your aloe. For instance, if you were using 91% alcohol on this third recipe, you would use 3 parts alcohol to 4 parts aloe vera gel. So you can see this one is a lot thinner than the first 2. But in today's times, this is the one I'm packing for my purse for when I leave home. The other thing I pack in my purse, every trip out, I pack a fresh mask. I seal it in a baggie when I'm done, and I put it in the laundry when I get home. I have a tutorial on how to make a cloth mask. Something is better than nothing in today's society. I'm surprised at how many people I see covering a cough or are out in public with no protection at all. Remember, if you're bringing home a virus or germs to your family, with what's going on in the world today, you're not going to be allowed to visit your child at the hospital, and in their biggest time of need, they're going to be alone. So take the self-quarantine seriously. Listen to your state's guidelines and see what's going on around the world. And I want all of you to stay safe and healthy. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time. If you're thinking you'd like a tutorial on how to make a mask, check out our previous video that we posted last week. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.